week 4 marathon training in the lead up to Manchester later in the year, and it's Monday evening, it's 10:30, and I know that I have a really busy week coming up. And I guess to ensure that everything goes smoothly and I can tick all my sessions off, I try and do a lot of planning. I like to make sure that I'm really organised, so just using a reverse planning method to make sure that, so for the day coming up, that I know that I've got everything ready in the morning. I know that my breakfast is already made, so overnight oats in the fridge. I know that all my clothes are already laid out, and little things like that, and even writing down a timing sheet for myself of, and it might sound really strange, but of what time I need to wake up, what time I need to leave, what time I need to be at a certain place at a certain time, and that's all before I get to work. So that's how I like to stay organised. I think it's really important, especially for marathon training, that take up a large majority of your time, especially when you are working a full-time role, and being organised is a massive factor if you want to try and tick off all of your sessions in and give you the best chance of getting on that start line in best shape possible. So tomorrow morning I have a sea swim, and that is for about 20 minutes, so it'll be wetsuit, full gear, gloves, boots, followed by a trip to work, and a run on Wednesday. So yeah, good start to the week. Already ticked off a bike session this evening. Did 2 lots of 5 rounds of 2 minutes, 1 minute off, and that was fine. Leg was fine. Happy days. But yeah, looking forward to this week. Hopefully can get a little bit more mileage. Again, still using the bike and swimming as conditioning modalities to try and ensure that I maintain my baseline fitness. But no, we're all good. And I should probably get to bed in a minute because I need to be up at 5:30, which it is. So obviously, again, the most important thing before any session. So yeah, off for a sea swim in about 20 minutes or so, and then heading off to work for the second session of the week. We're down on Southsea Beach. I've got my box and we're going to jump in the sea. So literally only 20 minutes of easy strokes. The sea looks pretty calm from over the horizon. There's hardly any wind. There's no rain at the moment. Fingers crossed that stays off. Yeah, looking forward to this one. Sea swim done, 15 minutes ticked off. I find swimming so tough, like considering I grew up on an island, I actually find it quite tough, quite difficult. So yeah, just 15 minutes. Always just try and keep a steady stroke and just enjoy it. Like, just zone out, similar to running. You have so much time to think and process the day and just be in your own little world. But I enjoy it. Although the clouds in the background look fairly dark and it doesn't look particularly warm, it's actually quite pleasant. So yeah, really good start to the day. It is about 10 to 7 and now I'm off to work, but really good start to the day. Love it. Now back in the car, obviously want to refuel, want to think of that next session. So this morning I have a Tupperware of oats with banana and a dollop of peanut butter and a shake as well. So again, great start to the day. Really like swimming, even though I'm not particularly good at it. I just like getting in and giving it a right good go and always looking to improve. Yeah, great start today. Looking forward to heading to work and looking forward to the rest of the week. Wednesday morning, and I've got a run this morning. I've got half an hour run on the grass, so a little less impact on my leg. However, I was going to do this at work because then I can run around the pitches, and when you get to work so early, well, early, 10 to 7, and the gates are closed. So I'm just waiting to be let in, and then I can begin my session. Easy run done, 30 minutes, even though I'm sweating. It is fairly hot out here. So did 5.83k, averaged 509k splits, so half hour overall. Again, running on grass just to try and decrease the impact that's going through my joints and through my leg. But I guess it is tough. Average heart rate was 167, which is again fairly high, but got to consider that I haven't ran in properly consistently for a month nearly, and it will take a little bit of time to build back up, granted, and I've got to accept that. Every scenario is an opportunity to turn it into a positive, and again, I've just completed 2 runs in the space of 4 days, when 3 weeks ago I could barely run at all. So yeah, I'm dripping, but good start to the day just before work. As you can see behind me, I'm on the pitches this morning and did about 15 laps, no headphones, which I guess can play with your mind a little bit, but from a mental toughness point of view, mental strength, resilience perspective, I like that. And just listening to your own thoughts in your head and your breathing and your feet on the ground. Again, 2 runs in 4 days, successful. Coming up later this week, I have a bike session, another swim, and a run on Sunday. So it's good so far this week. Sunday evening, and it's been a pretty tough week, if I'm being perfectly honest. So even though I felt fine after my run the other day, that there was some pain probably later that afternoon, and then that proceeded into the next couple of days, and it's not right. Like, my leg isn't right. Pretty tough to take, if I'm perfectly honest. Spoken to the club doctor at work, and he's going to be referring me for an MRI scan, which will be happening in a couple of weeks. But until then, I'm not doing anything, which is tough. But it's the right thing to do, and yeah, it's the chance of making the marathon later this year are pretty slim. But like, is what it is. Really frustrating, but yeah, we'll see what the scan says. He anticipates it could be a tibial stress fracture, which not ideal, but yeah, pretty gutting, if I'm perfectly honest, considering of how much running gives me and how much time I love devoting time towards it. But yeah, really tough. But again, just being honest, these things happen. I'll come back stronger and we'll go from there. But in the next month or so there's some really exciting things happening in my life, and I'm ready to go all in and give it my best shot and devote a lot of time and energy towards it. So it'll be good, but on the flip side of that this is really frustrating, as you can probably tell by my emotions. But we'll see. We'll stay positive and continue to put my energy into things that I can control and I can affect. So we'll go from there. But again, thank you so much to everyone that's watched the episodes so far. Feels a little bit embarrassing really that I've started up a marathon journey documentary or series, and it turns out that I've actually got injured, or I've become injured, or haven't given myself enough rest from my previous training block. But it is what it is. Just being honest about it, and we will see moving forward.